Hi, this is Dr. Pachenik. It's been a while since I've been on the air, but the reason I've waited was to see what happened and to support Trump and Mnuchin bringing in businesses again in April. But let me explain to you what I think happened. January 2020 will be remembered as the month of infamy. What do I mean? On January 14th and 15th, I developed a severe coronavirus pneumonia. As a result of that, I took Zithromax and treated myself at 2,000 milligrams a day for a week. Subsequent to that, someone else in my family got sick. The point of fact is that the entire central part of northern Florida was sick and had already been contaminated by the coronavirus. What do I mean? What I mean is that we had a deficient CDC, thanks to Dr. Redfield, who had never been involved in a federal agency. That was unconscionable. He had only been involved in Haiti and Africa. We had Adams, Vice Admiral Adams, who knew nothing as a Surgeon General and said he was a doctor. We had Dr. Briggs, who knows nothing about running an epidemic. And now I'm going to tell you the really sad part for me. The man I respected and asked to come forward, Dr. Tony Fauci, really went out of his way to create a scenario that wasn't realistic. He said 100 to 200,000 people will die as a result of 1 million being exposed to coronavirus. He's wrong. And the reason he's wrong is because for now, we're able to treat that coronavirus, both with Zithromax and hydrochloroquine or any kind of anti-malarial pill. We also have what's called passive immunity, which means those of us who have been through the virus, and there are thousands of us in northern Florida and elsewhere, have the immunity and antibodies to defeat the coronavirus. None of that was thought about. And instead, he said, we're going to wait a year and a half. And as a result of that, lo and behold, he has a collusive relationship with ABC, NBC, CNN, New York Times. The New York Times couldn't do anything more than propagate the false narratives of Dr. Fauci. They again repeated their own mistakes from 9/11, from other stand-downs and false flags. Instead of asking a simple question, what's really going on? Is a coronavirus that deadly? Is it as deadly as 2,000 people dying a day from alcoholism, 2,000 people dying a day from obesity, or 1,300 getting killed by a gun per day? No. Instead, the New York Times went out of their way, as well as all of the channels, to say how deadly this virus was, when in fact it wasn't deadly at all. Fauci had never been involved with the Ebola epidemic. I was the one that was called in, and thanks to General Dempsey and our army, we sent over 3,000 soldiers into Sierra Leone and Liberia. We stopped the epidemic, created an infrastructure, and stopped anything to do with Ebola. Now, let me explain something to you. America, you're not in trouble, but we are in trouble if we do not go back to work. And the reason for that is very simple. I've been in combat everywhere around the world, from Cambodia, Italy, Russia, the Soviet Union. Never would I have agreed to stop my work because I was sick, I had PTSD, which I did, or any other infectious disease. Going through the jungles of Cambodia, I had potential malaria, but that was my problem. When you have an epidemic, you need experts who can run that crisis. Unfortunately, Trump didn't have that. He had to turn to Jared Kushner. He had to turn to people who you could not expect to have that epidemic capability. In fact, none of the people in HHS, CDC, or even the military had ever run effectively a crisis. Now I'm going to leave you with a certain thought. If you think I'm interesting, if you think that's what I said is real and important, I want you to buy my audiobook, which is American Warrior in Crisis. Now you can go to drstevepachenik.com. On that note, I wish you the best and stay healthy.